Hi, my name is Tice Cin, and I'm going to read a small part from my book, Keeping the House today. This one. So the section I'm reading is one of the last times that we see a character called Jamila for a little while. She's quite an important character. Bread Knives and Little Hills, 2007. A Peugeot 106 laid a trail for another car to follow. It set off loudly down Tottenham High Road, 4 men inside rattling past the police station before police lost sight of it. Earlier in these nights, these 4 men had waved 1 ticket at a bouncer demanding 4-for-1 entry. They promised that with them inside the whole place would light up. One of the men spoke in the retivals of a sativa high. With each of the bouncer's rejections, his concentration broke and came back in. Gradually, his fingers carved through the air like carrion picking bones, sharp and deliberate. He stood in a halo of smoke, watched by girls in little heels and jeans, holding cigarettes in their hands, mouths ajar. Inside, the dance floor was carpeted, and it smelled of peppermint. It was ravey, with an hour in the middle for a cipher, focus turning. When the beats shift into another wave, you have to catch the moment where your moving changes. Correct yourself. Dancing as exercise. Carry on till you're gasping. Water, water. Elbow tappers popping up. Water, water. Cups of water. Secondhand flavour. Bit of a twist. I learned not to breathe as I sipped at strange glasses. Otherwise, I'll begin to picture the gaping, moustached mouth that might have hovered over the same glass earlier. The tongue that may have rested over the rim of the cup, or the fingers that touched the sides warm from the iced urinals. Outside, the boys were still trying to get in. Bun was offended by his treatment. With each look hot, then cold, he kept his feet fidgeting while he reached into his pocket and took out a bread knife. The serrated edges slid back and forth into the bouncer's stomach, tugging at sinew and detaching flesh from bone. As though peeling away, his body folded into an S shape, head onto the pavement. The man slipped his weapon away and sprinted back to his car. Ducking out through the same fire exit we'd used to sneak into the building, we managed to avoid the rush. I saw one of my friends disappear in the panic, throwing out his fists to keep himself standing. He reappeared later to meet us in McDonald's waiting for warmth. Adrenaline sat in my mouth. I drank strawberry milkshake and let it rest, coldly, each time before swallowing. It was Jemila's last week in London, and she wouldn't stop eating. I kept telling her that there was a McDonald's in North Cyprus, but she told me that the meat tasted different there and pulled apart chicken nuggets to show me. I counted the number of homeless people buying a burger from the Savour menu and finishing them before they reached the exit. On the walk home, someone I had threw trainers into a tree and ran into a house. They hung there until the neoprene sheen faded. These trainers marked the distance I had left to travel home, the last quarter of my walk. And, of course, I always thought of that night when I saw them hanging there. The night the bouncer was attacked. Club at 16. Jemila's bitten nails. Chicken into thumb-sized pieces. Jamila eating with her eyes closed. Cheeks fatter than before. Little groups, shivering tables, folding money, recounting, fragmented cycles making sense. It was this, and it was this too. Eavesdrop so much you think you saw it, dancing during knives. Eavesdrop so good you tell it better yourself. Eyes closed in McDonald's. Tired chicken face. Retell it so it's yours. And it's yours now. And it's yours now.